even if you are convinced about the one lie, gone. You have put your leg on the slippery rock and you will land in the end delusion. Don't. Deny the fundamental, foundational brainwashing technique used by society, deluded society on you about the existence of pain and suffering. Listen, it is not okay to be normal with absolutely sick social conditioning. Don't try to be normal with the shit, sick social conditioning. Meditate, contemplate, internalize all the statements today I am making. The first statement is about the truth. Denial of all the brainwashing done to you about the pain and suffering. Second statement. This decision to be in truth will expand your brain's ability to reflect, radiate, manifest superconsciousness with the powerful cosmic space and this cosmic nada, Shiva, 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 Mahanada, Shiva, 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 Shiva. When your brain develops the capacity to reflect and radiate the cosmos in the pure conscious form, your mind can never take possession of your brain and brainwash you to believe into anything called pain and suffering. This is the greatest liberation. This is the greatest liberation. Now, third statement. Listen to this third statement. I am having 25 heads, one consciousness. In you, you have broken yourself into 25 consciousness, even though you have only one head. One head, but working in 25 different, getting pulled and pushed in 25 directions. In my case, I have 25 head, but all integrated to one consciousness. That's why I can think 25 various things and manifest all the 25 various things at a time in a cool, stress-free way. Absolutely. I tell you, even the traitors, drohis, guru drohis, and criminals who conspired against me, even if you talk to them offline, they will tell, oh God, what a memory Swamiji has. What an administration capacity. How he knows thoroughly everything from end to end. Whether how many organizations are there in how many countries, or how many tumblers are there in each ashram, or in which ashram there is a compound wall, which ashram there is only fencing, in which ashram there is a borewell pump, and which ashram there is only a government water supply. Even the people who hate me, who cherish enmity towards me, who are Guru Drohis, even those Drohis, traitors, can't deny my ability to digest information and continue to function without losing the focus or getting distracted. Understand? That is because 25 heads, one consciousness. In your case, one head, conscious is broken 25 ways. One side, your hunger is pulling you in one direction. Another side, your lust is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your fear is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your insecurities are pulling you in another direction. This 25. That is why I am saying, deny the existence of all these so-called ideas of suffering and delusion outright. Don't even put the leg on the slippery rock. You may ask, oh, if I deny the pain and suffering, how will I live a practical life? Only after you deny the existence of pain and suffering, the practical life positive approach will start flowering in you. Till then, what you know is life negative. Nothing called life happened to you till you decide to learn, open up to the truth that there is no suffering, there is no pain. Till then, what you know is all cheap life negative game, slow suicide. I am giving you now, with the blessings and permission and grace of Paramashiva, the very own powerful space of Paramashiva to all of you, the very own inner space of Paramashiva, powerfulness to all of you. This is initiation, not just instruction. Especially all my disciples. As I said, these three statements. You cognize one statement, you are my disciple. If you believe all three, great. As I said, you should stand up and do Atma Pradakshina for yourself and be proud of yourself. You can do all this for you and demonstrate your own love for you. You are blessed. You are really blessed. Because if you believe in these three statements, any one, your heart will start vibrating with this sacred truth I am declaring and revealing to you. You may not show your excitement outside because others are watching, but inside, you know, hey, I know what Swamiji is telling is the truth. That's me, that's me, that's me. He's talking to me. I think he's watching me directly in the Zoom. That's me, to me is talking. Understand? I'm talking to each one of you who are listening to me now. Who are listening to me now. Decide to be with the 25 head, one consciousness. Not one head, 25 consciousness, broken as pieces. No. Your decision to be with 25 head and one consciousness will suddenly make you stress-free. Decide you are Paramashiva. Even if 25 things are going on in your head, you will live as one consciousness. Suddenly you will be stress-free and you will discover the peace inside you. The peace which is in the center of this universe. Your decision is enough, is what I am repeating. Now, the fourth statement, fourth sutra. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of pain, suffering, delusion, its aspects, dimensions, etc. mentioned and above not mentioned. Mentioned above and not mentioned, everything. Your decision to deny it makes such beautiful space in you. Simply start manifesting powers and play with the powers. That will give you tremendous confidence to strengthen powers and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and the lower way of existing. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and meditate, internalize. See, you become Bhairava. Kalabhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He himself does not have any karma. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. When somebody tries to do bad to you, they get bad. But you don't have any karma. You are not the initiator of karmas. And suddenly your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past disowns you. Your past should disown you. Then you are liberated once for all. Your husband should run away from you. Then you are liberated once for all. Now, I am not saying literally. I meant anything you want to get rid of, that should get rid of you. Then you are liberated once for all. You trying to get rid of your past is a cheap, stupid way. That is not Nityananda way. Your past should get terrorized and should decide to get rid of you. That is Nityananda way. That's the royal way of Kailasa, royal way to Kailasa. Your past should feel this guy, nut gone loose, screw gone loose. Not only the nut gone loose, screw gone loose, his main shaft itself is missing. So where will I go and fit myself in his life? It should get terrorized and just leave you. Listen. Take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously. And especially when you have a love for me, it will be very easy. Because, you know, I may sound a little cranky, but I tell the truth as it is. See, when you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You are detoxed by the stupid social conditioning. You become pure space for Paramashiva's ultimate truths to manifest. Sit like Maha Kalabhairava. I am telling you the truth. You are Maha Kalabhairava. I am not brainwashing you. Actually, if I want to exploit you, I should tell you you are something lower than God. I should be brainwashing you into some lower identity so that I can continue to exploit you. But I am not interested in exploiting you. I am interested in expressing through you. You are my soulmate. You are my conscious life partner. I celebrate when you are liberated. Anyone who is now catching what I am saying and saying, yes, Swamiji told, I have no suffering, no pain forever. And I am deciding I have no suffering, no pain. You are my beloved now. I just want to hug you. You are my own. I have only one reason to tell the truth, because truth makes you fulfilled and makes me fulfilled. You are Kalabhairava. Sit like Kalabhairava and tell very clearly to your past, present, future. Hey, I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not initiator of any karma. I am the neutral, sacred space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone on that quality which oozes out from your that is what is actually Amrita, digested, cognized, sunk, opening up, flowering inside the system, literally brings sweetness inside your throat. Pulse of immortality. Truths of immortality. Alchemistry, listen to this fifth statement. Express it in your inner image with yourself through your outer image. Be stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth, and That's all. That's all. Truth. All amidst, my beloveds, amidst so much of attack, whether assassination attacks, attempts, or false pains, sufferings thrown on me, not only I deny them, I disgrace all those pain and blessings to all of you. Enlightenment experience. The state, space, and letters of appreciation in the Facebook and social media. Please enjoy in further. Satsangs. Today we have you all the time to meditate and be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So with this I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity. Om Nityananda, blissful.
To this message, every its delusions, you will simply start manifesting and playing with the powers. It will give you tremendous confidence and strength and powerfulness, and deny the existence of pain and suffering, and lower the way of existing.
This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and internalize. You will become Bhairava, Kalabhairava, Bhairava. Bhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good, and when they do bad to you, they get bad. You are not the initiator of the karmas. Suddenly, your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past, then you are liberated once and for all.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously, especially when you have love for me. It will be very easy because you know I tell the truth as it is. When you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You become a pure space for Paramashiva, for the ultimate to manifest.
Now let's do the process. Please sit straight and declare this. Sit like Kalabhairava and tell your past, present and future that I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not the initiator of any karma. I am the neutral sacred space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw a laddu on me, you will get laddu back. If you throw stone, you will get the stone back. If you throw shit, you will get the shit back. But nothing will touch me, and I will not throw anything back at you. I will not be working in any cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity as reason to operate.
With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now, how do we sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Sitting in the space of pure unclutching. Don't create a thought. Don't sustain a thought. Don't try to destroy or fight with a thought. Just don't bother about what is going on inside you. Whether thought, emotion, pain, or peace. Do not respond to anything. Just decide, let me be unclutched. Sit with that unclutched Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It will literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually called as Amrita. So, just with that clarity, sitting for a few minutes, making a conscious decision to deny the existence of pain and suffering. Just take a few minutes. Sit in the space of pure unclutching, making a clear decision. Just go back to the previous slide. Yes. Let's just take a couple of minutes to deeply get into the space of unclutching with the clarity of the five truths as delivered by Swamiji in the satsang. Sit in the space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Slowly relax. You can now open your eyes. You can move to the next slide.
When you start actively practicing this truth, expressing it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others, all the conflicts will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistence uncompromisingly.
Now we are going to see a couple of experiences from Swamiji's own life, where Swamiji denied the existence of pain or suffering, physically or mentally. The experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at the age of 10. Pain is alive. It started with Annamalai Swamigal saying that we are not the body, we are beyond the body. He started teaching Ramana Maharishi's teachings, and the Supreme Pontiff ran home and wanted to check how can we be beyond the body and we are beyond pain and sufferings. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took the shaver. In those days, his father used to have a slide blade with a shave and shave. He took the razor and literally cut his thigh. Of course, there was bleeding. The Supreme Pontiff's mother saw and immediately rushed him to the hospital. Their family doctor, Dr. Karunanidhi, attended to the Supreme Pontiff. The doctor was like a family, and almost 13 stitches were given to the Supreme Pontiff to stop the bleeding.
Bleeding, and he did all that was needed medically. And then he said in front of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his parents that this is not an accident cut. He has purposefully done it because it's so deep. Such a long cut cannot be accidental. Ask him why he did it. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's parents started investigating why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did this. The doctor even had a doubt whether it was a suicide attempt. Then Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the whole thing to his mother and father and to the doctor that Annamalai Swamigal told we don't have pain, and I just wanted to check whether I have pain or not. So I cut myself and to see whether I have pain and suffering or not.
Not just this. Even after Swamiji started his public life, about 9 years back, on the 14th of June 2001, the Supreme Pontiff suffered a complicated type 1 open fracture of both the bones on the right forearm. The usual pain experienced by this kind of a double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for weeks and leave one for a bedridden with the hand completely immobilized. The pain medication would be a necessity. However, in the case of Supreme Pontiff, from the moment the horrendous fractures occurred, the Supreme Pontiff was continuously joyful and smiling. Even while preparing for travel to the hospital, the Supreme Pontiff suggested the doctors to perform surgery without any anesthesia and continuously shared that the Supreme Pontiff never experienced pain at any time during the entire incident. The Supreme Pontiff never used any pain medication. We have a beautiful video. Let's watch that short clip. while we are waiting for the video to be played, I just wanted to share when Swamiji had the fracture in his right forearm. We were all right there in the monastery. I was there. I remember a group of us were actually taking a dip in the Vaidya Sarovar, the 21 feet Shivalinga, the pond around the 21 feet Shivalinga. And Swamiji was coming in his horse, beautiful brown horse. Early morning, it was around 7 o'clock. And Swamiji was coming in, was riding his horse. And we were all so excited to see Swamiji. And the person who was actually playing the audio system, and we were all shouting, and that person, he actually played the the Kalabhairava song. When Swamiji gives the Kalabhairava Darshan, we used to have a very typical song. So actually the Kalabhairava Darshan song was played, and so much of noise and shouting, and I think the horse couldn't handle it. So much of shouting and the loud music, and what, it just like shook itself, and Swamiji fell on his right hand. He actually fell, resting and supporting on his right hand. And all of us were there around. There was not even just 1 second of any kind of a sound. A natural reaction of the body when you hit yourself, when you fall. There is a natural reaction. Your body makes some kind of a sound. There's absolutely no sound. Swamiji was as calm as he ever is. He just lifted himself up. Swamiji looked at his hand and he said, I think there is a fracture. These 2 bones in the right forearm are broken into multiple pieces. And Swamiji just very calmly looked at his hand and he said, I think there is a fracture. The doctors say that anybody else who goes through this pain would fall into unconsciousness because they would not be able to bear the pain. So then immediately the car was rushed to Swamiji. Swamiji got into the car. The car went towards the side of the temple. We thought that used to be a gate by the temple. So we thought the car was exiting by the temple gate, but apparently not. Swamiji wanted to have a darshan of the Nityananda arm. He went to the car stopped at the Kalabhairava. Swamiji got down, bowed down to Kalabhairava with a broken arm, and then the car left the monastery to be taken, so Swamiji to be taken to the hospital. And in the hospital, during the car ride in the hospital, the doctors were shocked, looking at how composed Swamiji is. They couldn't believe that he was actually having a multiple compound fracture, because they have never seen anybody even being conscious. Forget about talking and forget about joking and forget about being so normal. The doctors have never seen. And it was almost 7 in the morning. The fracture happened, and by the time Swamiji could be operated, it was around 2 in the afternoon, 7 or 8 hours after Swamiji was had the fracture. The actual surgery happened. No painkiller was given. Nothing was given. Swamiji is just waiting for the surgery to be performed. So let's now watch a short video. Swamiji demonstrating even excruciating pain such as fracture. You can deny the very existence of it. And this incident is for each and every one of us to learn, so that we can get entangled with the truth. There is no pain or suffering. Deny arrogantly the existence of pain and suffering in our lives. Let's watch the short clip.
No, they're waiting there. Why don't you put a scale or a rule? Yeah, something to hold.
Oh, is it there? Actually, that's good transition.
Huh?
Link.
Okay, get
Get it.
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
No, they're waiting there.
Why don't you put a scale or a rule?
Yeah, something to hold. Want to hold.
Oh, is it there? Actually, that's good transition.
Huh?
Link.
Okay, get it.
Get it.
Oh, okay.
Why is it?
From the moment I fell, till now there is no pain. There is no pain inside. See, that whatever is happening, I am not naming it as pain. I am just seeing very clearly the rehabilitation process, the rebuilding process. That is okay. I just want to know how much is physical pain, how much is psychological, so that I can measure, so that I try to reproduce that component in others. Actually, I'm doing lot of research in healing that. But around 1,000 people come to see me. What they are is like a stone and water mixture. So there is matter and yes. Is it similar? But never like a teleportation. Never did it. And those zones all doesn't come under any law. That law is the law. The law don't end. That's okay. One by one. If some of you guys sit and ask me one by one, I'll be able to define all that very clearly. I can give the definition of those constants very clearly. When a frog jumps into the well or the ocean,
Another 10 minutes.
no problem. Art trading. Yes,
there is no change in the dynamics of the five elements. It's expanding. Not that segment diluted or
I think that's it, yeah. Sam, that is, it's overlapping. See, overlapping means not just mixing, the incident itself getting filtered into the past. You see, for example, now we are talking. Suddenly, one moment you feel this has happened already once, and second time it is happening. It is not past mixing with future and present. Past infiltrating into the future and present.
Just by looking at Swamiji, just looking at how he was so normally talking, even at the time talking about past, present, and future, with such a such a fracture in his hand. Only an avatar can literally radiate that aspect, whether it is physical or emotional, mental pain, just denying the existence of pain and suffering. Avatar, the guru or a master, is not a principle. The guru or the master is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine.
Guru Gita, verse 2, it says, Ananyaschintayantyo mam sulabham paramam padam tasmat sarva prayatnena gururadhanam kuru. The supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to the utmost to propitiate the Guru.
Guru Murtim Smarin Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet Guru Ragnyam Prakurvita Gurur Anyanna Bhavayet. Always remember the Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands. Think of nothing other than the Guru.
Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Sri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Bhavet Yasmat Takrupartham Vadamite. Out of compassion for you, I tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by serving the feet of Sri Guru.
In Swamiji's words, he says, for us to receive the best out of the darshan and the diksha that we are going to have today, there is only one thing that we need to do. Just making ourselves available. Just make yourself available. Swamiji will manifest in each and every one of us. Let us watch the short tune.
Available to all of you. Now, this body is fully matured and this world needs me immediately. So I decided to manifest through this body using the If you want to test, put a chair in your room and keep the form, photograph, Atma Murti of this form. Check every night, you will have the impression on the chair I sat. The chair will have the impression of me sitting. And the manifestation of Vibhuti, Kumkum, Akshada, Jnananjana, all the auspicious energies. I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available, I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely. So your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
All of us want to live without pain and suffering in our lives. We want to live as Kalabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we do have a question. Is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize it? I have tried before, but I have not been successful. Is there an instant way for me to manifest and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer a solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes. The Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Kalabhairava. And the great news is you are going to learn the sacred science here and now.
Manifest Kalabhairavoham instantly. Every action done in the cosmos becomes an independent energy. For example, Paramashiva blessed Brahma with Paramashivoham experience by removing Brahma's ego, cutting off the Brahma's fifth head. That action becomes an independent energy. That is what is called Kalabhairava. Paramashiva destroyed the ego of Daksha. That action became an independent energy called Veerabhadra.
Paramashiva did the action of begging from the rishis to teach them a lesson, to take their pride away. That action became Bhikshadana. Paramashiva destroyed a demon who was hiding in the form of an elephant. That action became an independent deity called Gaja Samhara Murti. Paramashiva danced in ecstasy, and that action became Nataraja. Paramashiva saved Markandeya from death, and that became an independent deity, Kala Kala.
Every action of Paramashiva's energy, the ultimate energy, becomes one deity. When you connect with those independent intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Immediate results can be achieved by connecting with those deities.
We have a direct reference in the Hindu scriptures, the Shastra Pramana, the direct reference, the scriptural reference from Bhagavad Gita for the immediate manifestation of desires. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Kangshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmajam. Those who long for the result of an action worship with rites the divine energies, for in this mortal world, the success of an action comes immediately.
Any result you want to manifest, worship the divine energies that are the embodiment of those specific principles. If you want to conquer your ego, then worship Kalabhairava.
What are the different ways we can connect with Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava so that we experience the deep devotion, feeling connection, and experience His presence, grace, and blessings in our life? We are now going to present the various different offerings that one can do to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. First, we see is the offering of Sankalpa. Sankalpa, the offering of Sankalpa, the conscious resolution at the feet of the divine, is a sacred and a conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for living an enlightened lifestyle. The offering of
The next
Sankalpa is just
offering,
$1. Sorry, I just wanted to finish. The offering of Sankalpa is just $1. And the main purpose of the Sankalpa offering is every single participant of the program gets an opportunity to offer their prayer request to receive the blessings of Kalabhairava. Why is this Sankalpa offering important? Because anything that you have to receive has to come as a request from your side. Means a conscious decision. Swamiji can transmit enlightenment experience to the whole world in 1 second. But how many people want it? So at the end of the day, the avatars always respect your conscious decision. So this offering of Sankalpa to Kalabhairava, when you put that $1, you are requesting Kalabhairava, oh Kalabhairava, let your grace and blessings be showered on me. I am making that conscious decision. Then Kalabhairava's energy can flood your life, can flood your being. That is why it is not for money this offering is kept. It is not for generating money. No, it is just to give blessings to everyone. Nobody should miss the Sankalpa offering. That is the context of this. So everyone's name gets chanted in the offering to Kalabhairava. So Kalabhairava's grace and blessings can come to each and every one of us. So if you are watching this, do not miss $1 one Sankalpa offering, $1 for each person. So if you have 4 people in your family, you will offer $4. Okay, it is not for the amount, it is your conscious decision to receive the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So we invite and request every participant sitting here, ensure that you put the Sankalpa offering. That way you are praying to Kalabhairava, requesting Kalabhairava to shower his grace and blessings on you and your family. It is just $1.
the next offering to Kalabhairava is Pratyaksha Pada Puja. The scriptural reference from Adi Shankara's Guru Ashtakam, the first verse, Shariram Swarupam Tadava Kalatram Yasascharu Chitram Dhanam Meru Tulyam Gurorangi Padme Manaschena Laknam Tatakim 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 Tatakim. One's physique may be superb, one's concert likewise, one's reputation resplendent and renowned, and one's riches are as high as Mount Meru. Yet, if one's mind be not centered upon the lotus feet of the Guru, what then? What then? What then? Offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja and receive the auspicious blessings for a strong and intense Guru-disciple relationship with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the cost is $1,008.
The next is the offering of Jata Alankara Seva. The offering of the sacred turban and Alankaras of Jata for the Supreme Pontiff for Kalabhairava. The reference to the Jatas is mentioned in the Kshetra Pala Bhairava, where he says, the one who wears the red flames as his matted hair, Jatas. And the offering of Jata Alankara Seva, the offering of the sacred turban and Alankar for the Jatas, is $1,008.
The next offering to Kalabhairava is Vastra Alankara Seva. The reference is from Kalabhairava Ashtakam. Offer Vastra Seva as an offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Kalabhairava and travels along with the disciple in his or her journey and path to enlightenment in every step. Offering of Vastra Alankara Seva is $1,008.
Next, let us see the reason why most of the offerings of Abharanas and most of the offerings to Bhagavan Kalabhairava is in gold. The reference is directly in the Atharva Veda, where it talks about gold as a triply bond by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni, it becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. Once they call the seed of the virtuous and the powerful Apa, watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is considered as a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and the positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or opens in its vicinity.
Gold is present in all scriptures, Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from the life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses, cows were dressed in gold. Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. Hindu rivers were called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it's precious, preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever.
The next, we are going to be seeing the various ornaments, the offerings for Bhagavan Kalabhairava. What are the different ornaments that you can offer? The first offering we have is that of Swarna Indu, the golden moon. The reference to the golden moon as an ornament is mentioned in the Kalabhairava Ashtakam, the first verse of Kalabhairava Ashtakam. It talks about salutations to Kalabhairava, the one who has moon on his crown. So there is a direct reference to moon being worn on the crown of Kalabhairava. So you have an opportunity to offer that moon, Swarna Indu. Offering of the Swarna Indu and be blessed with protective, compassionate, friendly, loving, and ever-giving nature of Kalabhairava.
The next offering to Kalabhairava is Swarna Kundalam, that is gold-studded, gem-studded gold earrings. The reference for this is Ashtanga Bhairava Stotram. Kalabhairava's Kundalam signifies the extreme sweetness and compassion of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is eternally listening to every subtle wish of his devotees and fulfilling them. Offering of Swarna Kundalam, the gem-studded earrings, is 36,000 US dollars.
Next, we have the offering of Swarna Damaru, the golden rattle drum. The reference to the Damaru is mentioned in the when mentioning Kalabhairava as Samhara Bhairava, where it says the one who holds the undefeatable trident and Damaru in his hands. Offering of Kalabhairava's Damaru, the rattle drum, which is a symbol of remembering, reinforcing all the possibilities. Damaru represents the creation. Receive the blessings of Kalabhairava to manifest all your intentions as effortless creation by offering the Swarna Damaru. The cost of offering the Swarna Damaru is 180,000 US dollars.
The next offering to Kalabhairava is Swarna Sesha Yajñopa Vitam, the gold snakes as sacred threads. The reference to this Abharanam is in Kalabhairava Ashtakam, verse 5. Receive blessings of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who saves his devotees from the intertwined bonds of karma, thereby freeing the jiva from the unfulfilled thought currents, karma leading to a liberated, living enlightenment life. Offering of Swarna Sesha Yajñopavitam, the gold snakes, is 300,000 US dollars.
The next offering that we have for Bhagavan Kalabhairava today is the offering of Swarna Dhanda, the gold staff. The reference to the gold staff, the Swarna Dhanda, is there in the Kalabhairava Ashtakam, the third verse, where it refers to salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the one who wields the stick in his hands, Swarna Dhanda. Offering of Swarna Dhanda, Kalabhairava protects us from all internal and external delusions. Offer the Swarna Dhanda, the divine staff or stick, and receive Kalabhairava's blessings for protection from all internal and external hurdles and delusions.
The next offering to Kalabhairava is Swarna Pasha, that is gold rope. The reference is from Kalabhairava Ashtakam, verse 3. Kalabhairava's rope or Pasha signifies having all emotions under control and bestows compassion. Receive blessings of Kalabhairava, who will protect and take responsibility to bestow enlightenment upon you. Offering of Swarna Pasha is 120,000 US dollars.
The next offering we have is that of Swarna Dhanda, Swarna Gada, the gold mace. The reference to Swarna Gada, the golden mace, is mentioned in the Kalabhairava, Kshetra Palabhairava reference. The first verse, it talks about, I meditate on Kalabhairava, who has a mace in his hands. Kalabhairava's Gataitam, the mighty mace, signifies the protection of the cosmic dharma or righteousness. The universe runs on the principle of dharma, and Kalabhairava protects that principle with the mighty Gadam. Praying with deep devotion and surrender bestows a dharmic or righteous life. He breaks and dispels all negativities with his powerful Gada. the protection of Dharma. Offering of the Swarna Gada, the golden mace, is $600,000.
The next offering to Kalabhairava is Swarna Trishulam, that is gold undefeatable trident. The salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the imperishable one, whose undefeatable trident supports the three worlds. Salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is the supreme god, ruler and protector of the triple city of Kashi. This reference is from Kalabhairavashtakam. Offering of the Swarna Trishulam, the gold undefeatable trident, cost $600,000.
The next offering is the offering of Swarna Hema Kinkini, the golden waist belt with bells, referenced in the Kalabhairavashtakam, the 4th verse. It talks about salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who has a shining golden belt with around his waist with bells, which jingles, creating a variety of pleasing sounds. Offering the Kalabhairava's bell ornaments, which represent his diligence to remove all our past life karmas and be freed to live a peaceful life as a Jivan Mukta. Receive the blessings to be liberated from past life karmas and achieve oneness with Paramashiva himself. Offering of Swarna Hema Kinkini is $720,000. You can move to the next slide. And the next slide. Yes. So we have the various offerings to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. And how do we go ahead and make these offerings? We have the link that is projected in the bottom. We'll also be scrolling it, where you can go to tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -04 April. -04 APR. That takes us into directly the page where you can go ahead and make the offerings to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So you want to offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja, or whether you want to offer any of the different abharanas to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, you can go ahead and make these offerings. Now, the offerings is of 3 steps. I request the NTV operator to please project. There are 3 steps in which you can go ahead and make the offerings. The first is the registration form, where you go ahead and you say, okay, I am interested, I want to know more, give me more details, or I want some help in manifesting the funds to be able to make the offerings, or I want some help in removing my obstacles which are on my path to making these offerings. Whatever you have an intention, but you have some obstacles, then you fill the first form, which is the Bhavasamadhi tiny.cc/Bhavasamadhi form. Now, if you go to the tiny.cc/, can reach out to you, give you more details, and help manifest your intention into reality. So that's the first step. And then the second step is, if you are ready to go ahead and make the offering, whether it is a $1 sankalpa, that is the tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -4th April. And I request the NTV operator to please project that link, the second link on the screen, in the bottom of the screen. So it is easy for our viewers. It is tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -04 capital APR. The link is case sensitive. So please ensure you enter the right link. So I'll be going ahead and sharing with you how you can go ahead and make the offering. I'll walk you through the process. Yes, you can see the link being projected in the bottom of the screen. This is to offer the sevas to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So I will now take you through the step-by-step process on how to make these offerings. Yes, I request the causing team to please post the link in the Zoom chat as well. We have a participant asking if the links can be shared in the Zoom. Absolutely, Ma. We'll be more than happy to share the links in the Zoom chat as well. I request the causing team to please go ahead and share the links in the Zoom chat as well. Okay, so here is the link, which is the tiny.cc/BSD Sevas-04 April. If you click on that link, it takes you to Kalabhairava Darshan donations. Here you can choose any option. Let's say I choose the Sankalpa offering. Okay, it's just $1. And if you want to offer it to 4 of your family members, you just update the quantity to 4. And then you just click add to cart. Then it goes ahead and adds the specific offering to the cart. And you can just do the checkout and pay the $4 for 4 people in your family. So here it says Kalabhairava Darshan donation, Sankalpa offering $4. And then here you say proceed to checkout. And then you can go ahead and enter your credit card details. In the checkout screen, you come here, enter your billing details, and then your order, and then you enter your card number, card details, and then you place the order. Okay. So once you go ahead and finish the step and you place the order, you have successfully, requested for your names to be chanted in the Sankalpa. Now this form itself does not have what names have to be chanted in the Sankalpa. So we have a separate form, the Sankalpa offering form, where after you have made the payment, then you will fill the third form. We will be scrolling it on the screen, which is a Sankalpa offering form where you will enter the payment details saying, I have made the payment of $4 for my family members. Please chant these 4 names. So you will fill the Sankalpa offering form, confirming, giving details of your payment and giving the details of the people whose name you want to be chanted. The same thing for Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So let's say I want to offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja to the Supreme Pontiff. I say add to cart, and then I go ahead and make the payment. After I make the payment, I will go ahead and fill the Sankalpa form. Okay, so here you can go ahead, update the cart, and then proceed to checkout and go ahead and make the payment. This is the second step. After you make the actual payment itself, after you finish that, then we have the third form, which is the Sankalpa offering form. So you will fill the details of the payment in that form, and you will fill the details of your family members whom you want their names to be chanted, whose name you wanted to be chanted during the puja. You will fill the third form, which is the Sankalpa offerings form. The Sankalpa offering form is the link to the Sankalpa offering form will also be posting. It's basically tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. Okay, so it's tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. So the second link, which is projected on the screen, directly helps you to go to the payment and offer the Sankalpa. Sankalpa is basically your conscious decision to receive the blessings of Bhagavan Kalabhairava for you and for your family members. So with that, we will now move on to getting ready for the darshan itself. Yes, Madhayami Swami, you can go ahead.
Let's get ready for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. manifesting Maha Kalabhairava through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirror neurons are special neurons that activate our brain and reflects that super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, enlightening on mirror neurons, radiating the mirror neurons. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar. The science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan knows no distance. A phenomenon modern science is just discovering and terms as quantum tunneling. What exactly happens during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan is our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into the space beyond thoughts. That is, we experience thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. That is, we and the divine are become one. We experience Advaita, we experience oneness, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. The science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan. There's a beautiful pramana from Bhagavan Krishna, how he was enchanted by his own enchanting form, compiled by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He writes in his Charitamrita Adi, the first chapter 4, that when Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness." Just like Radhika. Radhika is a beloved of Krishna. So he says, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I cannot. After due consideration, I find that the only way to release this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the science of Nija Avatar, that is our beloved Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness which is formless, expresses the being of Paramashiva through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nija Avatar, the physical embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva. The various dimensions of the Nija Avatar. The Acharity reflects the consciousness and manifestation, the being of the super consciousness energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatar directly. So the avatar the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, embodies the physical form and comes down to bridge this gap and create experience of the super consciousness energy in all of us. When we have the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of the Nija avatar, manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components of those dimensions and powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. Dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nija avatar for us to experience the same is Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence. Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. Even without much effort from our side, our very bio-memory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. To have a glimpse of, having the darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of the lifetimes and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. All we need to do is having a strong feeling connection and a deep space of gratitude. Gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels, physical, psychological, and ultimately the conscious level. Darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into the space of gratitude. And it is during that time we drop conscious resolutions, the Satya Sankalpa of anything that we want or need in our life. Be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best for your life and the lives of people around you. What is the right context to receive the darshan? Please sit straight and understand and set the right context. I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body, referring to ourselves. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. Just take a few moments. Please sit straight. Close your eyes.
Please take a few moments to set up your Panchopachara Puja kits. The Dhupa, Deepa, Nevedyam, sandalwood, flowers. And those of you who have not yet submitted your prayer request to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, you can take a moment to do that. Your prayer request, it may be your simple request. Every single prayer request gets blessed directly by the Supreme Pontiff, our beloved Swamiji. So whatever prayer request you want to give, you can go ahead and submit in the form events.kailasa.org/BSD prayer request. BSD stands for Bhavasamadhi Darshan. BSD prayer request. If you want to offer any offering like Jata Alankara Seva or any Abharana or Sankalpa. The link is also projected on the screen, tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -04 APR. It's case sensitive. Parallelly, also please set up your Guru Puja kits if you have not yet finished that. We will now be entering into a meditation. At the end of the meditation, we'll be guiding you to offer the Panchopachara Puja. And right after the Panchopachara Puja, you'll be having the Darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava in the physical embodied form of our beloved Swamiji. Yes. One of the participants is asking the link for the prayer request. Yes, ma, we'll put the link in the chat. I request the causes to please attend to the chat on Facebook, YouTube, and on Zoom. Please put the link to the prayer request form in the chat. In the Zoom chat, in Facebook chat, and in YouTube chat, please put the link to the prayer request form. Okay. Please sit straight and close your eyes. Inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Entering into the meditation, just sit in the space of deep unclutching, remembering the 5 truths shared by Swamiji earlier in the satsang. Intensely chant the Mahavakya, intensely unclutch in your inner space, and keep remembering the 5 truths. Constantly remember. Make a conscious decision to deny the existence of pain and suffering. Consciously and continuously remember the 5 truths delivered by Swamiji in the satsang today. Just offer your prayer to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Connect to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Request him to manifest those 5 truths in you intensely. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of suffering, its delusions, its aspects, dimensions, and whatever is not mentioned here also. Your very decision to deny the existence of any form of pain or suffering or illusion creates such a beautiful space in you. You will simply start manifesting and playing with the powers the minute you decide to deny the existence of pain and suffering. It will give you tremendous confidence and strengthen the powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and any lower way of existing. on this day, as we are all waiting for the most eagerly waiting to see how Kalabhairava is going to appear in our life. Let us all connect with Bhagavan Kalabhairava and deny the existence of pain and suffering. Simply chant the Mahavakya. Simply chant the Mahavakya. As you make a clear decision to deny the existence of pain and suffering, now you can relax. You can open your eyes. First is the offering of Gandha. Now, please take a sandalwood paste in your hands and offer the Gandha, the sandalwood paste, to Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra. Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Karishiniim Ishwarigam Sarvabhutanam Tamihopahvaye Shriyam Gandhandarayami. The next is the offering of Pushpam. Now, please take some flowers smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer the flowers to Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra. Yopam pushpam veda pushpavan prajavahan pashuman bhavati chandramava apam pushpam pushpavan prajavahan pashuman bhavati ya emam veda yopamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati pushpai pujayami. The next is the offering of Dhupa, the incense sticks. Now you please take the lit incense stick in your hands and slowly wave towards Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அட்டிக்கிறாட்டு இல்ல உரும்பி கிட்டு வாராரே வாராரே முறுக்கு மீச முறுக்கி நிக்க வெள்ள குதிரை ஏறி வாராரே வாராரே பச்சை வெட்டி வரிஞ்சு கட்டி கருணையின் வடிவா வாராரே வாராரே இருட்டு நேரம் அருவா சொல்லட்டி உலகையால வாராரே வாராரே மதுரை வீரா உலகை காக்கும் வீரா நீ இருக்க யாது வினை என்றும் எங்கள் வீரன் துணை. உன் வேட்டை நாயகன் முன்னோக்கி பாயும் அல்லவா என்னப்பன் மதுர வீரன் உருவம் கண்டு உலவும் மாய பிணிகள் எல்லாம் பறந்தோட வெள்ள குதிரை ஏறி வருகையிலே அந்த அண்டம் வாக்கி ரெண்டம் குளிர்ந்தாட கொண்டு வர சாட்டை அடி கொடி வந்து பருப்பு மை திரட்டி முத்து போல் பல்லழகன் மதுர வீரன் பச்சை வேட்டி கட்டி வரா அழுங்கும் கடலை நிறுத்தி வராரடா வீரன் அழுங்கும் எரிமலையில் முங்கி வராரடா மனிதரை நட்டுறுத்தும் சில கட்டு சட்ட மாயைகளை கனலாய் கண்கள் கொண்டு மதுரை மாவீரன் அளித்திடுவார் சிவனின் அருளால் பிறந்த பரம்பொருளே இந்த உலகம் செழிக்கும் உந்தன் பிறப்பினிலே கட்டி வைத்த கட்டுடைக்கும் மாயவித்தகா உன் பிள்ளைகளை காக்க வேண்டும் சீறி பாஞ்சு வா என் அப்பன் மதுர வீரன் உருவம் கண்டு உலவும் மாய பிணிகள் எல்லாம் பறந்தோட வெள்ள குதிரை ஏறி வருகையிலே அந்த அண்டம் பகிரண்டம் குளிர்ந்தாட அப்பன் மதுர வீரன் உருவம் கண்டு உலவும் மாய பிணிகள் எல்லாம் பறந்தோட வெள்ள குதிரை ஏறி வருகையிலே அந்த அண்டம் பகிரண்டம் குளிர்ந்தாட மாயகளை வென்று வரும் என் மதி வீரன் முள்ளிக்கிட்டு முன்னோக்கி வராட காற்று அருள் புரிவா என் மதுர வீரன் சந்தாட்டி சதற எகிரி பாஞ்சி வராட மாயகளை வென்று வரும் என் மதி வீரன் கண்ணி பல்கறிக்க ஆவேசமா வராட காற்று அருள் புரிவா என் மதுர வீரன் சந்தாட்டி பழைய மாமன்னர் வராட கையில் வாழும் வில்லும் கொண்டு ஓடி இங்கு வா உன் வேட்டை நாயகன் முன்னோக்கி பாயும் அல்லவா மக்களுக்கு விழிவு காலம் மதுரை ஜில்லா முனியவாயா சாமி குதிரை ஏறி வாராரு செருவா கையில தூக்கிக்கிட்டு வராரு அசலங்க போட்டுக்கிட்டு ஆடிக்கிட்டு வராரு எங்க முடி தடவிருச்சு கருப்பா கருப்பா போட்டு வீர கருப்பா நெருப்பா 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 வராரு நெருப்பா உருவம் மோச கேட்டு நீங்க வாயா தகுதி விதாலும் போட்டு ஆடி வாயா வீர கருப்ப சூர கருப்ப சகலி கருப்ப வாயா வேட்ட முனிய வால் முனியா ஜடா முனிய வாயா வீர கருப்ப சூர கருப்ப சகலி கருப்ப வாயா
Nityanandam. And that was a powerful and extremely joyful darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. I can see so many people have in the chat, so many people are putting Mayuvana, Majeri, so many people are putting how this darshan was extremely powerful for all of you. And this is just so intense, so intense. Each time Swamiji has something extraordinary for us. Oh my goodness, Swamiji looks so big as Kalabhairava. Swamiji looks so big. I don't know. This is just my feeling. It's like it was just so powerful and can't stop smiling. It is so powerful and like so joyful more than anything. It is just amazing. Please do take a few minutes and go and leave it as your comments under the Facebook page so that those comments can be seen by Swamiji. He's still shivering. Yes, exactly. That whole vibration, the energy is still there in such an intense way. Now, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be converting that energy that we are having inside us that we just received into Shaktis. We're going to be manifesting them as powers. We just received the Diksha. All those who are here for the first time, what you all saw just before the darshan began, the demonstration of the powers, the Shaktis, you're going to be able to manifest them now. So let's get ready. Let's get started. So let's begin. It's a Guru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasarsham Tattvamasya Dvilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes. Now that all of us have received the Diksha, we're all going to be entering into a 42-minute process where we're going to be manifesting two powers, the power of third eye and the power of remote vision, and 3 levels, 3 lessons in the power of remote vision. Are we all ready for it? Yes. Okay. I request everybody here. I see so many of you, Marita, Wong, and many of you are sitting here, right, on the two-way video conferencing Zoom. You all can join us, interact with us, and you can manifest these extraordinary Shaktis. Yes. And now, because the slides you projected. Ma Jalandhara Stithananda, Nityanandam, Ma Divyananda, Nityanandam. Beautiful to see so many of you. Yes, let's get started. I now request everybody to go ahead and get your eye bands. I request to directly go to the you can actually go to the power manifestation slides. The demos are over, so you can directly go to the manifestation slides. The questions are there. Okay. Now, as we are getting there, I request everybody here to gather your eye band. If every one of you, any of you have Jnananjana, Aushadha, please take 30 seconds to quickly go apply that and come back. If any of you have Jnananjana, Bhasma, Aushadha, Kumkum, anything energized, any alkaline product, please go ahead, take a few minutes to quickly go and apply them and come back. And as you're all coming back, we are first going to be manifesting the power of third eye, which means being able to see with your eyes closed. So I'm going to be first chanting the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye. Meanwhile, as you all can gather your eye band, tie your eyes and sit down. So you can tie your eyes, make sure you start your timestamp camera, nicely tie your eyes, close your eyes. Yes. I request the NTV operator to kindly project the slide, please. All right. So meanwhile, we're going to be chanting the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtan militalochanaha kramena manaso daryat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. Yes. In this verse, this is a Shastra Pramana. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed, in succession by that stability of the mind and inner space, to the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshya, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place attaining the space of oneness with the source, Parameshwar. Next slide. The Apta Pramana for this is from the Mahabharata, where Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Here Bhagavan Krishna narrates to Arjuna, he says, Na tu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna tells to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you the divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic majestic opulence. This whole 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, is narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. It's a very, very, very powerful one. Now, this same thing, the power of third eye, has been authenticated and manifested in Swamiji's very own life. The Atma Pramana for this. The Atma Pramana is where, next slide. The Atma Pramana is where Swamiji had the complete experience of the 360-degree vision, where Swamiji was able to see everything around him, above him, below him, above him, everything. And not just experience him, saw everything, but also experience everything as him. Today, this same Shakti is authenticated as Pratyaksha Pramana through the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence of the modern science. Next slide. Where through the scientific research, the scientists found out how Swamiji is constantly in the highest conscious state, or where the third eye is awakened. And now all of us are going to be the live Sakshi Pramana, joining along with the thousands of others who are benefiting from this power of third eye. Yes. So let's get started without further delay. Now we are having an eye band, and you're all going to be putting that eye band around your eyes after you turn on your timestamp camera. Next slide. Yes. Please tie your eyes. Close your eyes. Sit straight. Now, whatever is being shown to you, whatever we project right now on the screen, with your eyes closed, as you're closing your eyes, connect to Swamiji and ask Swamiji to start revealing. Please start. I request the next slide to project. Yes. Now, chant the Mahava. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda